Dun-dun-dun-dun. All right, this is John Colu at DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and this is Will It Juice? Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's like that whole series on YouTube about will it do something else. In any case, what we're going to do today is a really cool vegetable, actually, that many of you guys may not be eating. Hopefully some of you guys are. But this is a commonly known vegetable that's really good for the skin. And what that is, we're going to juice today is this stuff, aloe vera leaves. So in general, I recommend that aloe vera is better blended instead of juiced. Yes, I will say that again. Aloe vera is better blended than juiced because most juicers will not handle aloe vera due to its consistency. It has a gooey, gelatinous consistency, and it generally gets stuck in most juicers. If you are juicing the aloe vera, if you juice like a piece of aloe with some carrot, it'll kind of work better, but it gets the juicer all kind of gummy on the inside, which we'll take a look at in a little bit. So normally I like to fillet the aloe vera. So I take off all the coloring of the aloe, and then I only juice the inside or the clear membrane stuff on the inside. Now aloe vera is very rich in nutrition. It's said to have over 200 different nutrients contained within it. Most of all, the phytochemicals and the phytonutrients and the polysaccharides are probably one of the things that are probably most beneficial in the aloe. But, it's also rich in vitamins and minerals as well. And when was the last time you had some aloe? So normally what you would do on most varieties of aloe is you would want to fillet the aloe. So what you would do is you take a nice sharp knife and you would literally cut off the prickers on the outside here. And then you'd cut off the prickers on this side here. Let's go ahead and do that for you guys. And then what you do is you'd go ahead and just very carefully cut off the green coloring. There are some toxins between the coloring and the actual clear flesh in here that you generally don't want to eat. Now because of this and the consistency of the aloe, it's not like a carrot. The juicers have a hard time juicing, and as you can see, it's already oozing the clear stuff on me. So as you can see, the stuff you normally want to juice is this white or this clear stuff here. It almost looks like plastic. Has a nice neutral flavor. Now I happen to have a special variety of aloe today. It's actually called Japanese aloe. And the green on most aloe is so bitter, if you try to juice the whole thing, it's going to make your juice taste super nasty. But this is a Japanese aloe, and it has a non-bitter green skin. So I'm going to juice the whole thing today to show you guys how it does. Now they say aloe is very good for healing your skin, if you get a burn or whatnot. And one of the reasons for that is, let me see if I can find an example here, is because of aloe vera's self-healing capabilities. If aloe vera is in the wild and it gets brushed up against and a piece falls off, what happens is it literally self-heals. As you can see, this is a piece of aloe vera that was damaged, and literally aloe vera healed itself to enclose itself so that it can continue to live. So, it's my thoughts that we want to eat foods that are alive that could literally heal itself, because those are the foods that could also heal us, instead of foods that are have the heebie-jeebies cooked out of them and have no enzymes or very little minimal nutrition left in it. So what I've done here is I've harvested a whole bunch of aloe vera, and what we're going to do very simply is we're going to cut off the cut marks. So I can have nice pieces of juice, so we won't have any damage. We'll actually cut off the self-heal mark as well. When selecting an aloe vera leaf, either to pick out of your garden or from the store, what you want to do is you want to look for a leaf that is actually nice and firm. Like this gives to pressure here because it's kind of soft in there, like a ripe avocado feeling. That's not one you'd want to harvest or purchase to juice or to actually use in your house. As you can see, this one's like pretty floppy, and it bends rather easily. So you want to get one that actually has a nice thick texture, because that's going to be more juice in there, and nice and firm and not quite as bendy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this Will It Juice aloe in the Omega Vert Juicer. So today I'm using the Omega Vert Juicer, and I recommend the Omega Vert Juicer for juicing softer consistency produce items such as fruits. That being said, fruits, and especially the aloe, in my opinion, are best blended, although this juicer, if you get hard and firm fruits, are going to work the best from all the different juicers I've tested so far. It actually makes an amazing yield. It does great on things like, grapes with the seeds. I've juiced things like loquats and jackfruit. And be sure to check my other videos for videos where I'm juicing all kinds of crazy stuff in the Omega Vert juicer. Another thing I like about the Omega Vert juicer is that it runs at a low 80 RPMs. It's not a fast, high-spinning machine that runs at 10,000 plus RPMs. That tends to add more oxygen into the juice and also is a lot louder. That being said, this runs nice and slow, and it's easy on the ears, and also will maximize the nutrition in the juice. Without further ado, let's go ahead and turn this machine on, and notice how quiet it is. And we're just going to go ahead and basically cut off the ends of this aloe, and we're just going to go ahead and stick this baby in there. See what the heck happens. One of the things I like about the Omega Vert is that it is literally self-feeding. So as you can see, the juicer's working. You can see some pulp coming out there. The juice is trying to come out, man, but it looks like that movie in the 60s or whatever, maybe The Blob. It's like really blobby and gelatinous, man. I don't know how this is going to be going down, but, you know, I'm telling you, this is going to be some healthy stuff. Now, if you really want a juicer to juice aloe vera and you're wondering, hey, John, how do they make that aloe vera juice in the store? Well, you know what? Number one, they heat the aloe vera. So when you heat the aloe vera, you're losing some of the polysaccharide properties and also the enzymes and also some of the nutrition. Wow, this machine is actually backing up fairly good inside. It's not working all that well. But when you heat the aloe vera, you're losing the enzymes and also some of the nutrition in there. By keeping it raw, you're going to maximize your nutrition. That being said, in my opinion, this is not working ideally, but it is kind of working. Oh, it's like bubbling up out to the top here because it's not really able to push all the pulp through because it's just too soft to the texture. Doesn't look like it's working all that well. So it's currently juicing. Not a lot of pulp is coming out, although the pulp that's coming out is actually dry. And we got a lot of gooey, gelatinous stuff. I mean, look at that, man. That looks like, I mean, I don't want to say what it looks like. It looks like something coming out your nose, and it's like just dripping at your nose, and it kind of hangs sometimes, you know. But that's what it looks like. And looks like the juicer's kind of working, but there's stuff coming back up the feed chute, so it's not working super optimally. Let's go ahead and try to continue to juice some more of this aloe vera in the Omega Vert 330 HD. So it looks like it's actually kind of working. We got almost a full glass of aloe vera juice out with some amount of foam. Wow, and that smells really strong. The pulp hasn't really been flowing out, so it's kind of getting backed up. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and trade our glasses out here, and look at that, man. It's like that snot stuff that comes out, man. So I don't know, is it juicing? I guess it is juicing. It's also backing up pretty good. But one of the tricks with the Omega Vert is that it needs a hard fibrous material to help push through, the pulp that gets stuck in the ejection port. So if this happens to you when juicing this or anything else, there's a few things you can do. Number one, you want to slow down. Don't push things in too fast. Number two, you want to make sure you do not use the pusher. Using the pusher is an assured way you're using the vert incorrectly and pushing things in too quickly. Another way you can do it is actually slice things up into small pieces. So we could slice it into 1/8 inch pieces, which may work better, but in the case of aloe, it also get everything all gooey. But in the last way you want to do it is you want to alternate feeding produce items into the vert. So we want to put something soft consistency and then something hard, something like the vert really loves. And something the vert really loves and is optimized for is carrots. Carrots are the perfect texture that's going to really juice well in the juicer and help flush out and push all the pulp through and get some of that juice coming out the spout there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take some of these carrots here. We're going to go ahead and cut off the ends, and we're going to drop this carrot in and see how that affects the juice. And now we're going to have some aloe vera carrot juice. So as you can see, once we put the carrot in, you can see instantly the pulp starts moving. It starts getting pushed out because the juice has been waiting for something hard and fibrous, just the consistency of the carrot. And now we're getting some carrot aloe juice out. Man, I don't know how this stuff's going to taste, but man, at least the juicer's kind of working better. Man, and this is going to be one strong juice. Let's go ahead and feed some more aloe vera in there. And at the same time we're feeding the aloe, we're going to put a carrot in there at the same time. That'll help push, the aloe vera through in because it has the carrot fibers coming out. So as you can see, we got carrot fibers coming out, also the aloe fibers coming out. And man, this is juicing a lot better. So no matter what you're juicing in the Omega Vert, you always want to remember the carrot trick. feed in the carrot right after the softer produce item, and then it's just gonna work a whole lot better. I think I'm gonna get back to juicing the rest of this aloe in my carrots, and we'll be back at you to let you know how it tastes. So we're down to the last piece of aloe right here, and we got 2 more carrots left to feed in the machine. You know, by feeding carrots and the aloe, it's been juicing significantly better, but that also means we got carrot aloe juice. Now, I don't necessarily recommend you guys do this with any other kind of vegetable because it might not work. Like if you did it with cucumbers, the cucumbers have a really soft texture. I'd probably get clogged up in the machine. Now I'm really interested in seeing actually, you know, how the juicer looks like on the inside after juicing the aloe. I mean, the aloe has a very gelatinous consistency. This is finishing right up. Looks like it's working pretty good. There is some still pulp left in the feed chute there that's slowly getting worked out. Looks like we're getting a good percentage of foam, but while this is still working, I want to go ahead and give you guys a taste test of the regular aloe juice. This is 100% aloe before I started adding the carrot until it kind of got backed up there. Wow. I would not really call this a juice. It's almost like eating or drinking like slime. I don't know if you had slime as a kid, like that slime thing. I mean, this is what it's really like. It's like this gooey texture. Fortunately, I was using the Japanese aloe, so it's not like bitter too, because that would be horrendous. I taste like a over tinge of green, but mostly just gel in my mouth. Really weird. Wow. Takes a while to get it down. I think we're done juicing pretty much with the carrots. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out. And let me show you guys what's left in the juicer. Well, not much in here. But take a look at the auger, man, inside here. This is totally full of pulp. Look at this stuff, man. It's like slime. Your kids would have fun playing with this stuff. It's like a toy, but it's real food. That's totally crazy. So this should clean up fairly easy like the Omega Vert because it really takes me about 3 minutes to clean. I guess next I gotta try this carrot aloe juice. Well, actually, that tastes pretty good. I taste a lot of the carrot, and it's a little bit more liquidy consistency than like the slime consistency of the one before it. But that being said, after running this experiment for you guys, so you guys can see what happened, and now you guys can do it if you want. And I always encourage you guys to experiment to see what happens, but I'm in no way saying the Omega Vert juicer will juice aloe. It does juice aloe, but it's probably not the consistency that you guys would want. You guys are probably expecting the consistency that you find at the health food store, and that's pretty much like water, like clear water. To get that consistency, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to use like a Wells press or a hydraulic press, so it's gonna literally squeeze out only the liquid but keep all the solids in the bag. But in this, you know, the juicer, in my opinion, worked more like a blender, just kind of breaking up the fibers, and there are some, you know, chunks of stuff in there, but it's pretty much broken down. You know, for the healing benefit of aloe, I think it's something you definitely should include in your diet regimen, whether you're eating it whole, filleted, or, you know, putting it, cutting it up into salads, or maybe even juicing it sometimes. My personal favorite is to actually blend up some filleted aloe with some orange juice, and that way it tastes really good and it's a lot easier going down. Normally I'll do like, I don't know, 3/4 of a cup of orange juice to like 1/4 aloe, and that gives enough orange juice to dilute it in there, and man, that way I can guarantee it tastes a lot better than the stuff I made today. Well, there you have it. You can see how aloe vera juiced. Once again, don't recommend it, but if you want to, you can definitely do it in the Omega Vert 330 HD juicer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Once again, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors.